In this video, as we push on from Oaxaca, we made a lot more furry four-legged friends of all different sizes. Our route took us up into the Oaxacan Sierra Madre del Sur mountain range towards the Pacific coast. And we were going to enjoy Christmas in a picturesque mountain village, or so we thought.
I just feel really gutted about the whole situation because I don't know when we'll be able to start cycling again.
It's 25 to 4. It's a very late day to set off. We're setting off so late because we're staying with a Warmshowers host for the first time in months, and no one's going to be home until 6-7 o'clock, and it's only 33k away, so not very far.
It was relatively stress-free leaving Oaxaca city, again because of the very respectful Mexican drivers. We had been warned by a few people about cycling in Mexico on Sundays due to the number of drunk drivers on the road, but we didn't have any issues. Tonight would be the first night in a long time that we would stay with a Warmshowers host.
Warmshowers is an online community where cyclists offer free accommodation and sometimes food to fellow cyclists who are passing through. We hosted some cyclists back in Scotland with the knowledge that we'd use the platform when possible on our big trip. It's a great way to connect with like-minded people, so we highly recommend it to bicycle travellers.
Dinner time! Two for me, one for you, right?
Exactly. So this Warmshowers host has 22 dogs, and this is one of them. Very, very needy, and also a thief, because he stole a bag of sweet bread that we had bought for the Warmshowers host from the pannier, and a tomato.
What are you doing?
Little eyes, little lumps in his eyes. Proper look like brains or something. Okay.
We spent several hours chatting with our very kind Warmshowers host about her life, work in the mines, and brujeria, or witchcraft, which is widely believed in and practiced in Mexico. She also told us about her daughter, who was knocked down and severely injured while cycling, but never lost her spirits, and after a long recovery she's currently out on a long tour in South America. It was a sobering reminder that anything can happen at any time, and you always need to be on your guard when it comes to traffic.
Spirited by our host's generosity and enough puppy love to last several months, we continued south towards the Pacific coast. The small matter of the Sierra Madre del Sur mountain range lay between us and the ocean. Time to go to sleep. A lot of climbing tomorrow. Christmas Eve, and we have a cockroach on the wall. What better way to spend Christmas?
We're leaving.
We are leaving.
It's Christmas Eve and we are ready to leave. We have about 33 kilometers cycle, which doesn't sound like much, but actually we have about 1300 meters of climbing to do today, so it'll be quite slow. But once we're there in San José Del Pacifico, up in the mountains, and we can relax and enjoy the Christmas Eve and celebrate Christmas there, we'll feel be good. And Steve is very ready to go now too. Yay!
Our Christmas dinner was after a 1,200 meter climb into the mountains, so we would certainly have to earn it.
Here we go. Up the mountain where our Christmas dinner awaits us. I'm already hungry thinking about it. Feeling very festive. That's a big yes from Viva also.
Ready for your bowl of coffee?
I am, yeah. I think it's a very traditional way of drinking here in Oaxaca. And yeah, a little bowl, I like it.
Café de olla.
Café de olla. Very nice.
Quite often they sweeten it as well, put in some
Right.
cinnamon or something.
Yeah, true. Don't know if this one has cinnamon, but it smells good. So tiny. Tiny little kitten. Oh.
The Sierra Madre del Sur mountain range extends for 1,000 kilometers from Michoacan state through Guerrero and finishing in Oaxaca. We were looking forward to the cool mountain air for a few days.
It poured and poured with rain last night, and you can feel it in the air today. It's a lot colder than yesterday. I think it's about 15, 16 degrees maximum today, which is really good for this climb, like perfect cycling temperature. It's not too cold, and when you warm up, we're not bucketing sweat like every other day. So nice. We're getting there.
Yay!
Our Christmas climb. That big Christmas dinner is right at the end waiting for us. Apparently it's all made and fresh and ready to go.
We just didn't book it.
We just haven't booked it yet, but there will be stuff for sure.
Yeah. For the most part, it was a steady climb, which makes a huge difference with a loaded bike. If the climbs are too steep and we sometimes have to push, it becomes a complete slog. With a steady gradient, we can get into the zone and enjoy the surroundings, even if it's still difficult. Having a bit of a tough day today. I love climbing and feel like I've got a very chesty pain and an occasional cough, so I don't know if there's some sort of cold coming up or what, but oof, not an easy morning, or afternoon already actually. It's taking us longer than we thought to get to San Jose, but we're doing it. And yeah, trying to stay motivated. Very untraditional Christmas Eve again. Last year we were in Chile, and this year we're in Mexico. It's nice, but got a few photos from my family. They usually have a Christmas Eve dinner. So on Christmas Eve, it's very traditional in Lithuania to have a dinner of 12 different dishes. Basically, one dish for each month of the year, so we wouldn't be hungry. So you would have food on the table all year round. And we don't eat any meat on Christmas Eve as well. So that's what's. And yeah, I'm missing out on that again this year. It's a bummer, but oh well, that's life.
San José del Pacifico is a mountain village sitting at around 2,400 meters above sea level. We didn't know much about the village at all, but we would learn a thing or two during our time spent there, and it wasn't what we expected.
We just arrived and there's no electricity, so it might be a very romantic Christmas with candles and yeah, not much else.
But we made it. We climbed all day and got to this really beautiful little town, San José del Pacifico, up in the, really 2,600 meters, I think. So it's really nice place, and we're just glad to be here, get a couple of days off and eat some nice food.
Christmas Eve dinner. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Feel so ill. I've had fever since Christmas Eve, so for a third day now, and not entirely sure what's happening. I have a really, really horrible chest pain, and basically spent the entire Christmas day and Boxing Day in bed. Not a good feeling, and not sure when I'm gonna feel better. So we're kind of stuck on this mountain. We thought maybe go back to Oaxaca, leave our stuff here, but I don't know if I can actually face the 3 or 4 hour bus journey down to Oaxaca, even though it's like 140 kilometers away. But yeah, so I think we are going to stay in San José del Pacifico. A guy offered us a room in his house. So yeah, I just feel really, really gutted about the whole situation, because I don't know when we'll be able to start cycling again. And yeah.
Things are looking up.
Yes.
Got a antibiotic injection and a whole load more pills, so hopefully in the next few days
I'll be
fighting fit.
Can't wait, honestly.
It's really brutal, actually, really nasty, whatever she has got. So
The fever has been the worst, I think.
yeah,
And the cough is so painful every time I cough.
just need to rest up, I think.
Yeah, but at least we got a nice view, right?
While Viva was recovering from her nasty chest infection, I decided to do a bit of exploring. So I'm walking up to El Mirador, the viewpoint of San José del Pacifico, and it was all bolted up, the fence. So there's a little wooden gate to jump over, which I did. Hopefully you're allowed to, we'll soon find out. But it's really, green and nice here. Lots of butterflies and flowers and stuff. So yeah, so you can feel it though. We're only 2,700 meters up here, 600. But you notice the altitude, definitely different to even 1,500. It's amazing how it changes the higher you get. Should have mentioned I'm doing this by myself because Viva's still really quite unwell with her chest infection, and this is a lot steeper than anticipated, so I think it'd be quite tough for her at the moment. So I'm just keeping the blood flowing while we wait here for her to get a bit better. It was pleasant to explore the surroundings of San José del Pacifico. However, there weren't too many trails to hike on, which really could be improved in the area. Really beautiful, but really steep right now. Must be a good 15% gradient. It's hard to tell with the camera, but really steep. I think I'm close to the top, but I've missed hiking actually. I haven't hiked for a long time. I've been doing so much cycling that it's nice to actually be using different muscles, and boy do you notice it is different muscles to cycling. I feel like this will be a bit sore tomorrow, but let's see what's up at the top.
San José del Pacifico is a very small village, which isn't ideal to be stranded in when you're ill. We also didn't realize that it's famous in Mexico for one thing: magic mushroom growing and consumption. For that reason, it attracts an interesting crowd and is not exactly our scene. That didn't stop us enjoying the sunsets, which seemed to be magical every single evening, and we never got bored of them. Excited to get going?
Yeah, excited to move place. We've been here for almost a week, so it'll be good to have a change of scenery, even though it's only 12 kilometers down the road. But I think that's all you can manage today.
Today, yeah.
Still suffering a bit from the infection.
Feel very wiped out at the moment. But this is not just for the show, but
It's really bad, so
it's really bad.
we'll just do a really slow 12 kilometers and have this little cabin.
I'm excited about that, actually.
Yeah, it'll be cool. Cabin in the woods.
Cabin in the woods for New Year.
We made it to our cabin in the woods, and it's actually really nice.
That's really cool.
We're all going to spend New Year because it is New Year's Eve today. This is the view from the outside. Lots of trees and nature. And then indoors we have Viva and a little wood burning stove. Don't know if that's a bed or what that is. Bed here, table, and baño. Shower. Toilet's actually outside. And they love their mushrooms here. Beautiful.
Very scenic walk to the toilet, isn't it?
Oh yes. Really nice.
Another day off here in the woods, and we hoped Viva would be well enough to head down to the coast.